Hi, I'm Katrina Webb, founder of New Day and your podcast host. In each episode, we'll speak with ambitious leaders from around the world who are creating meaningful change and inspiring leadership for the greater good. Their stories will spark your own leadership journey and offer practical tools to help you lead with purpose and impact. Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to this special New Day leadership series with our special guest, Mingyur Rinpoche. I'm Katrina Webb, founder and director of New Day Leadership, and it's such a joy to have you with us today. And thank you so much for taking the time to join from all over the world. So it's now my great pleasure to introduce my very dear friend, Dr. Shering Lama. Shering is the founder and director of LeadX Nepal and a passionate leader in community development, health, wellbeing, and leadership. Shering and I have been collaborating for many years now, in fact, over 10 years, both in Australia and Nepal. In fact, Shering spoke at our second New Day Leadership Summit in 2018 in Australia, and he also came to join us last year at our summit in November. He's an incredible bridge between worlds, grounded in both science and spirituality, and I'm deeply grateful for our friendship and partnership. Shering, it's so wonderful to have you with us today, and thank you for partnering with us again. I'd love for you to say a few words and also for you to introduce our wonderful special guest today.
Thank you, Katrina. And namaste and tasidalek to everyone here joining us from all over the world, all the dear friends, those who've been to Nepal, that were planning to come to Nepal, and has been a special friend to us for ourselves and to the Nepal as well. Once again, namaste and tasidalek. It is my honor to introduce Venerable Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche, a world-renowned teacher whose journey beautifully weaves our ancient history with the modern life and all this wisdom that we will be hearing from his teaching today. He was born in Nepal in 1975. Rinpoche studied meditation with his father, Tulku Urgyen Rinpoche, from a very young age. Despite a childhood marked by the severe anxiety and panic attacks, he transformed his experience through meditations and learned the courage to be exactly as he was, and doubts and all. Rinpoche has collaborated with the leading neuroscientists and psychologists, including at the University of Wisconsin, to explore how the meditation shapes the mind and the brain. His acclaimed book, the best-selling books, The Joy of Living and Joyful Wisdom, have helped the readers like ourselves around the world to discover how our hardest moment can become a stepping stones to freedom. As a head of the Tega meditation community, please do follow and look into the Tega website. Rinpoche guides students in more than 30 countries or many, many more and leads the retreats, teachings and around the globe. Today, it is our privilege to receive his teaching, to pause together and listen deeply. It is my honor to welcome, and please join me to warmly welcome Venerable Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche. Rinpoche, please, now the floor is yours. We are really eager to receive your blessing and teaching today. And everyone, thank you for joining. And for next 35 to 40 minutes, we'll hear from the Rinpoche that how that we can reshape our own leadership, our journey, and how we can rejoice that being together. Rinpoche, thank you so much for accepting our invitations. And we are eager to listen to your teaching and receiving your blessing. Rinpoche, is up to you now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shering. And very happy to be here. And today I would like to share a little bit about the meditation, how to work with the monkey mind. So maybe most of you know the monkey mind. The mind always talking bala 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 yada yada yada. And when we want to sleep early, the monkey mind jumps up and don't let us sleep early. If you want to do something, sometimes monkey mind says no. When we say no, then monkey mind say yes. So there's two things with the monkey mind. One is what we call aversion. Aversion meaning when you try to push away, looks like that things bounce back. And the second thing is what we call craving. When we really look for something, then that thing, we feel like that thing is fading away. For example, if you tell yourself that don't think about pizza, don't think about pizza, don't think about pizza, what happens? Pizza comes. So there's so many pizza will come. And in the nighttime, when we really want to sleep early, maybe morning I have a lot of work, many things to do, I need to sleep now. I need sleep. What happened? Sleep disappear. So now how to work with that? So this is really the ancient technique, sometimes what we call the secret of our own mind, how to transform ourselves. So the key point here, normally there are three things: awareness, love and compassion, and the wisdom. But normally we need to begin with awareness. So when I was young, as Sringla mentioned, that I have panic attacks. So these panic attacks developed with me around 7, 8 years old. But at the beginning, I thought it is like a heart condition, heart attack. So I asked my mom to check with the many hospitals, hospitals, and they all say, "Oh, your heart is wonderful." Then I thought, bad doctor, this doctor don't know anything about my heart. I'm like dying now, and then now you said my heart is good. But then slowly I discovered my heart is good, perfectly fine, but I'm having panic attacks. So my mom said I should learn meditation from my father, because my father was a great meditation teacher. So, but I was shy to ask him because I'm maybe too young. I'm feeling that he might reject, because he said, "Oh, you're too young to learn meditation," or "You're stupid. I will not teach you meditation." But one day, my father said, "You want to learn meditation, right?" I said, "Yes." "Who told you?" "Your mom." So my mom asked my father without my permission. But he was very happy. So my first question to him is how I can fight with my panic attacks, how I can get rid of these panic attacks. And his answer said, don't fight and don't get rid of panic attacks. Then I said, what? Now I don't want to learn meditation from you. And my father said, believe me. Then I asked him, why? He gave me two reasons. The first reason is, if you try to fight with panic attacks become bigger. So if you fight with anxiety, panic attacks, whatever, if you try to get rid of them, they become bigger. But at the beginning, I don't believe that. And slowly later, I discovered I had panic of panic. Actually, that panic of panic is the fuel to panic. I only discovered later. Then the second answer he gave me is why we don't need to fight panic attacks, because everybody has wonderful innate quality, sometimes what we call basic innate quality. And that quality is like sky, and your panic attacks is like cloud, like storm. So he asked me to go out and look for the storm. And I was quite excited. Normally I really hate to look at the storm. But that time I was excited. So I went outside, looked for storm. Storm didn't come. I waited for a few weeks. And finally, one huge storm came. And the sky become like crazy. Then the storm is gone. Then I report to my father. Today I watched the storm. And he said, these storms can change the nature of the sky or not? And my answer said, no. So the storm cannot change nature of sky. Storm comes in the sky, stays in the sky, dissolves back to the sky. Sky is always free, always beyond, always present and peaceful. Nothing can harm to the sky. So he said, our true nature, just like that, we all have this wonderful innate quality. So you don't need to fight with the panic attacks. What we need to do is we need to connect with our innate quality. Let panic come and panic go. Connect with the sky. We don't need to change the cloud. And if you try to change the cloud, even though we have blue sky with sun shining all the time, may not be nice, right? We need cloud sometime. We can have emotion. We can have thought. Meditation is not trying to get rid of thought and emotion. Then now, he said, the first step is we need to recognize these innate qualities. So I have one question to all of you. How many of you can see my hand? Now the introduction is finished. Maybe you might wonder, what is that about? And actually, when I ask you, can you see my hand? And you say yes, that is the awareness. So awareness meaning the fundamental quality of the mind that can perceive, can see, can hear, can think, can feel, what we call lucid quality of the mind. It's like a lamp, the candle lamp, that lamp illuminates itself. So, like this cup cannot illuminate itself. So to see this cup, we need external light. But the lamp, it illuminates itself. So our mind has self-luminosity, self-cognize. And within that field of luminous aspect of the mind, then thought come and go, emotion come and go, feeling come and go. So what we need to do is we need to connect with that knowing quality of the mind, the experiencing quality of the mind. Then let thought come and go. So how to do that? At the beginning, we might need to find an object. Could be your own breathing, could be sound, could be apple, could be anything. So normally what we can meditate with anything, anytime, anywhere. Number 3 may be what we call mental recitation. You can come up a word, maybe just say tree or apple, whatever word in your mind, repeat that silently. That also become meditation. So what we call mental recitation. So now I have big question to all of you. It's a very difficult question. The question is, how many of you are breathing now? Raise your hand. Wonderful. Great. Now the breathing meditation is finished. So you understand? Because awareness. So meditation meaning connecting with the awareness. So when I ask you, are you breathing now? In that moment, the awareness is with the breathing. So what we call mind and the breath together. That's all. We don't need to have very strong focus. Breathing. No pizza. Breathing. Then what happened? More pizza comes. So what we need to do is gently to be aware of breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. That's all. Then all the thought, emotion, let them come, let them go. As long as if you remember the breathing, everything's fine. So, should we try this together? Please, first important is relax your muscles in your body, and you can be wherever you are. chair, cushion, standing, it doesn't matter. And keep your spine loosely straight, and you can use support for your back also. And the first important thing is feel your body. Feel your body. If you want to close your eyes, also okay. Feel your body through temperature, the room temperature, warm or cool. Feel your body through grounding sensation on the chair or cushion. And then relax the muscles. When you relax, you might feel gravity in your body. So just feel it, all these things. And don't worry too much about the right and wrong. Relax or no relax, doesn't matter. Everything is in the awareness. Feeling of relax is awareness. Feeling of not relax is also awareness. Now, please to be aware of your breathing. It's natural breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. And automatically go deeper or shallow. Totally fine. And of course, our mind cannot be with the breathing too long. It's only a few seconds. But repeat again, what we call short time, many time. Meanwhile, there's a pizza will come, to-do list come, something remember the past. All these are, let them come, let them go. Important is, remember the breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, slowly open your eyes if you close, and let your mind be as it is for a few seconds. Okay. How was it? Did you have some thoughts, some blah blah yada yada, all this? Sometimes they will come. And remember, don't try to stop thinking. If you try to stop thinking, they will think more. So what you need to do is just remember the breath. If you remember the breath, then the pizza comes, okay. So one pizza comes, breathing in, and the pizza comes, breathing out. And to-do list again, what should I do tomorrow? But you still remember the breath. So now here, we are learning 3 lifelong skills, what I call 3 lifelong skills. The first skill is what we call okay with not okay. So when you are to be aware of the breathing, all this bala bala yada yada, you are allowing them. Right is okay, wrong is okay, yes is okay, no is okay. Everything's okay, right? So that begin with the actually loving kindness, compassion, self-compassion. Then eventually you can understand others also, kind for others, compassion for others. So we develop loving kindness, compassion to self and others by okay with not okay. So first skill. And the second skill is what we call skill with the be present, skill of awareness, skill of concentration. So you say everything okay, but then if you lost with that, big problem. Like if you go to restaurant, then waiter comes, what do you want to order? You say, oh, everything is okay. Then the waiter will confuse. You go to your workplace, office, and the people ask you, oh, what should we do? Oh, you say, oh, everything okay, everything okay. Then your work become chaotic. So without second skill, just okay, sometimes problem. So the second skill is we are not lost with it. All this bala bala yada yada. We come back to the breath. Again. It's short time because we don't have the concentration span long time normally. A few seconds. But you remember the glimpse of breath, breathing. So that is the learning awareness, learning mindfulness, learning concentration. So actually, when you more relax, when these two combine, okay with not okay, the concentration become clear, stronger. And number three is what we call being with the reality as it is. So here, you're being with the breathing as it is. You don't need to kind of like create special breathing exercise, or you don't need to imagine anything. You don't need to particular look peace or calm. Normally, if you look for peace and calm, they will run away. So no need to do that. You just seeing, you just being with the breath, the normal breathing as it is. So that is beginning of the wisdom. So wisdom meaning seeing the reality as it is. And normally we have so much prejudge, preconcepts. We don't really see the reality, especially when we have some anxious or anger. 90% of them obscure. But if we learn just being with the breathing as it is, it will really learn the things that whatever we want to see become more clear. So we can do that with the breathing, but not only with the breathing, our work, our life, everything. So when you go to the office or family, first thing is, this is not okay, that's not okay, so many not okay. Then if always cut off with not okay, then it becomes full of not okay. You will not see the okayness. And the scientists, what they call self-prophecy effect. When you think not okay, then everything come to your life also not okay. And you predict that not okay, and your act is not okay, then your life become not okay. But when we do okay is okay with not okay, we will begin to see something nice. We will begin to see something good quality. And the problem is not big deal. But then you are not totally lost. You are guiding the principle. You are come back to your mission, whatever vision, your goal, your purpose, the meaning, special if we connect with the loving kindness, compassion. So that can guide ourselves, that can guide our work, that can guide our life, professional life, personal life. It will benefit for everything. Then, number three is you see the ground level. You see the nature as it is. So, these three things we can apply with any situation in our life. So normally, sometimes what I call, if you want to drink this tea, yes, tea. So there are three styles. One, I must not drink this tea. Without drinking this tea is not okay. So everything else is not okay. Very difficult to drink. So that's the first style. And the second style is, gosh, I need to drink this tea, but not today. Today I look my smartphone. Maybe tomorrow I will drink. The tea. What? Oh yeah, I need to drink the tea. Okay. Oh yeah, tea. Yes. So that's the second style. And we have third style. Relax your hand, grab the cup, and drink. So the first one is too tight. Not okay, not okay, not okay, not okay. Second one is too loose. Okay, then you are not really making the concentration, the awareness, the be present is not there. So too loose. So you cannot drink. So number three is balance. Just relax. Follow the flow of nature. You're not too tight, but you're not give up. So that nature flow, being as it is, has a lot of power, lot of peace, lot of effect, lot of benefit. So for me, when I have panic attacks at the beginning, anxiety, panic attacks, stress, worry, everything same. Of course, for me, it's the panic. So what I do is let all this feeling come and go, not lost with them, not fight with that, but I come back to my breathing. So I come back to the breathing again, again, again. Then slowly, slowly, the panic become less power. Power become a little bit diminished. And I develop the awareness, being present, concentration. It's almost like we develop the mental immune. So if you go to the gym, you lift up heavy objects. At the beginning, you cannot lift up. But slowly, slowly, the strength comes, right? So being with the object, like breathing or sound, whatever, it's almost like going to the gym for the mental. So the mind become more what we call pliable, workable. So normally, when we say yes, monkey mind say no. When we say no, monkey mind say yes. But now it's become less. Even every day we practice about 5 minutes, the effect is a lot. So there's a lot of study now. The neuroscientists, they did conduct study in the school, in the hospital. So the teachers, doctors, nurse has a lot of stress, especially during the COVID time. They taught through the app. And these meditations, like breathing, listen to sound, being with the body, average about 4 to 5 minutes only, but for 30 days. Then after 30 days, when they look, the stress, depression, anxiety, of course, reduce 32%. Just 4 to 5 minutes per day. So the scientists said, it's like brushing the teeth. So when we brush teeth, it will take only 2-3 minutes per day, right? But if you brush every day, it becomes hygiene for the teeth. So if we spend 4 to 5 minutes meditation per day, that's become hygiene for our own mind. So then for me, slowly, so first we watch the breathing, sound, or the mental recitation. Then we connect more with our body, the sensation, feeling. Eventually, we can watch the panic attacks. So panic attacks become object of our meditation. Of course, at the beginning, a little bit turbulence, panic is like kick you. It's like you're holding naughty child in your lap and always moving, kicking. But then if you say, okay, and slowly, child also become more peaceful. And you're okay, you learn more and more. In the end, me and my panic become very good friend. So I don't have this fear of panic is gone. And the panic become friend of my meditation, become object, Of course, at the beginning, we cannot do that, but at least we need to do this first step for 1 month. Then after that, it took me 5 years, of course. I'm lazy, not like tomorrow solve all the problems. Took me 5 years. But in the end, I have symptoms there, like my heart still pain, tight, my breathing, but I don't feel bad. In fact, sometimes quite exciting. Now my heart, boom, boom, boom. And then there's an image, like watching horror movie, and I'm watching it. So when you watch a movie, you're not in the movie. You're outside the movie. You're watching. When you see the river, you're not in the river. When you see the mountain, you're out of the mountain. So to be aware of that, we are outside. We are free. We are connecting with the sky. The awareness becomes bigger than panic attacks. But at the same time, panic becomes your friend, your object of meditation. So then after a few months later, my panic attacks totally gone. So now I miss my panic attacks. But although panic attacks are gone, life has full of problems. Life is up and down. So I can make friends with many other problems. So what we call these ancient techniques, that they know how to transform our mind. All the what we call kleshas, craving, aversion, ignorance, and all these sufferings like panic, depressed, lonely, stress, low self-esteem, guilt, everything can be transformed. And through what? Through awareness. So what we learn now is awareness. Then next step is we can learn love and compassion. Then the last is the wisdom. So through that, make everything as your friend, and your become support for happiness. Obstacle become opportunity, problem become solution, poison become medicine. So the most important is through the awareness, through the love and compassion, through the wisdom, then whatever up and down comes in our life, we can make friends. Actually, there's no eternal obstacle. There's no eternal suffering. If you're willing to learn, transform, grow, everything becomes your friend. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rinpoche. There's so much in that. Even just listening to that, then you saying that your challenges and obstacles can become your friend. Like that is such a wonderful way to look at it. We have a wonderful time for questions. Rinpoche, I'm going to start with asking you a question because I've got your magnificent book here. And if you haven't read any of Rinpoche's book yet, he has been a New York Times bestseller. You can find them on his website. You can find them on Amazon. And this one is magnificent. In fact, Rinpoche, I went to the bookstore, Tibetan bookstore in Kathmandu, and I asked them, could you tell me the best book in this shop to read? And your book was the book that they recommended. And there's thousands of books in that shop. So you went on a walking retreat. And if people don't know your background, could you tell us a little bit about why you went on that walking retreat and maybe what your significant learning was?
Yes. So in 2011, actually, I left my monastery, my student, all my responsibility, and walk outside the monastery and become like beggar for 4.5 years. So why I did that? In our tradition, what we call wandering retreat. So the first, when we learn meditation, like we can learn with quietly, with a safe place, like retreat or in your home, something. What we call, when we make fire, at the beginning, we have to make with a protective place. Easy to have fire, But then when the fire a little bit become bigger, then we open all the protection, let wind or big wood can come. So more wind, more wood, fire become bigger. So the wandering retreat style is to really go out in the world and then to work with the ups and downs of the life. So I want to do that since childhood because I read there are many great these ancient meditation masters where they really transform their life. And I want to do that. But of course, I don't have time because I have to do all the education, study. Then I did my own retreat. Then I teach around the world and I have many students. Then also a little bit pride, my book become bestseller. I'm become avid of many, many monasteries. And I'm really, looking for comfort, become like cocoon. So I thought maybe this is a good time to do this retreat. So in 2011, I went out and of course at the beginning it's very challenge. I never went like that on the street like beggar. So I almost died because of food poison, baking food. But actually that become one of the best experience for my life. So that really learned that to connect with the deeper level of awareness, what we call awareness without concept, love and compassion without reason, wisdom without object. So that is our core being, the fundamental quality of our mind. So when I almost die, that process really helped me. So I wrote all these things in the book. And also what I learned is life. So life in general and special obstacle can become opportunity. Problem becomes solution. So these things I really learned from that journey. So that was a really good memory.
Thank you. We have a question here, Rinpoche, that says, sometimes we feel we don't have enough, whether materially or emotionally. How can we cultivate a sense of abundance from within?
So we can make some kind of like journaling. So what we call gratitude journal, and write down about 3 things, just simple one, like, oh, I'm still alive, wonderful. There's a roof above me, wonderful. I have friends and family, whoever you can name it, wonderful. So just 3 things at the beginning, but try to do that every day. So when we try this again, then slowly we can see a lot of good things around us, about us. So then we begin to feel the appreciation, gratitude, then deeper level feel more happy.
Fantastic. How can we bring more compassion as leaders into the workplace?
Yes, so how to lead? That the 3 lifelong skill is the kind of like leadership also. So how we want to lead if we see a lot of problems, we have a lot of life is, the now world is turbulent, so many things. So I think most important is all this up and down, if we take it as learning, growing process, it also will learn something from there. So for me, in my life, there are 5 big obstacles. The first is the panic attacks, but I learned from them. Panic become my best friend, my teacher, and I'm really appreciate that I had that panic attacks. Because of panic attacks, I'm now here teaching. And second is I lost my father. My father is my teacher, my father, big problem for me. But I learned a lot also from there. Third is I almost die. In that book that Katrina, you showed, I have this story there in the book. So I almost die, but I also learn what we call learn until the last minute, grow until the last breathing. So obstacle become opportunity, problem may become solution. And then number 4, big earthquake in Nepal. So I'm here in the Nepal monastery. And then when I come back for my wandering retreat, I feel like, wow, it's really shocking. But then I was thinking what I can transform from there, how I can use this. So now our monastery become like study and the learning and the retreat meditation place for many, many people because of that, after that. And COVID time also, we cannot go anywhere. But then I wrote many books, teach online. I did my own practice, own retreats, and farm together, me and my mom, organic vegetable garden. So a lot of things that maybe, like my father always said, if you're going somewhere, if you reach that end, huge wall in front of you, what do you have to do? Maybe accept it. You cannot go through that way if you bend your head to the wall. Everything is possible. I need to go through. Maybe it doesn't work. But it doesn't mean you cannot cross that wall. Maybe look around and bring staircase, You just climb and then go to other side. Or rope climbing style. Or detour maybe. Or maybe underneath. There's so many possibilities. So life is what we call impermanence, meaning up and down. It changes. That change is the possibility, potential. Also opportunity. Nothing which is fixed. So when I feel panic attacks, I feel like life is a doom. It will never go away. But actually not true. Life is always changing. Everything is changed.
This morning has been a wonderful sessions from Rinpoche. And also beside the book in English, Rinpoche yesterday gave me a book which has been translated in Nepali as well. And I think this is not only for the world, I think a lot of things for Nepal itself. And I think Rinpoche and I had a wonderful chat from organic, from the herbals till wisdom. What are the crises happening in terms of emotional, physical, but also spiritual side of degradation happening around the world. And there's a lot of wisdom need to be shared, learn and unlearn and relearn. And Rinpoche, on behalf of everybody, we'd like to say thank you so much, Rinpoche. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning in to the New Day podcast. For more inspiration and tools to lead for the greater good, visit newday.world. Keep leading with purpose, and we'll see you next time.